Bring your cup and take a seat. Fill it up, coffee, wine, or tea. Come find what you're looking for. A good pour.
Welcome back to A Good Pour. I'm Kathryn Good, your host. Today, we get the fun and joy of having another intern with us. Sarah Grace is here. Sarah Grace, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Sarah Grace, and I go to Gallatin High School, and this is Zach.
Zach, tell us about yourself.
All right, so I'm Zach, owner of Tintology Nashville. We do anything from car protection to energy savings in your home. Pretty wide range of services, but the bread and butter is car protection.
And fairly new business?
Yes, we're month 19 right now, so
Okay.
Rather new. We're not new in what we do, but as a company, we are definitely new.
So, as a reminder, Good Circle Marketing has good work projects. And so Sarah Grace applied to be an intern, and as a part of that, chose Tintology for her good work project. So, Sarah Grace, let's start with, why did you decide to apply to be an intern?
I applied to be an intern because I thought it would be a really good experience. I've heard from some of the past interns that how just amazing of an experience this is and how much they learn from the experience. I think that I was really looking forward to meeting new people and working with real life businesses.
Yeah. And Zach, why did you apply to be a good work project?
I've been on the other side of the fence as a student, so I know what kind of fun I had from the other perspective, so I figured it'd be fun to give back and do it from the opposite end. So
That's the first time I've heard it said that way. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Good for you. Thanks for giving it back in that way.
Absolutely.
So you had a list of organizations you can pick from. So what made you pick this one?
I chose Tintology because I've met Zach before, and I know that he does good work, and I just wanted to help him out a little bit with that marketing aspect of his business.
So you are a star NECA student and just a star Gallatin High School student. I swear, I feel like I talk to anyone in Gallatin and they know you. So so you've had some marketing experience, especially through DECA. How was this different?
I think this was different because I got to see all aspects of marketing. With DECA especially, it was just social media and a DECA project. I've never really gone deep into what marketing means and all the different aspects behind marketing. I think like behind the colors, like what you see, but also all of the optimization stuff that we've learned was super helpful. And I didn't even realize or think about that until I dove deeper into our project.
Yeah. Awesome. What does Sarah Grace do well? I'm not going to ask you what she did bad, by the way.
No, it's my industry's to a blank canvas of a person. It's kind of hard to understand because I'm a car guy, so everything that I do, it just makes sense to me. But someone that doesn't know that you can protect the vehicle or know that you can, make the windows in your home more energy efficient, people don't necessarily think about that every day. So for her to pick up on it rather quickly with the wide range of things that we do, it was cool to see.
So that's part of what you kept saying, this is a big investment when you buy a car. Why would you not protect it? Which but most people don't, right? Yeah. And so what have you learned about that?
About Tintology? I think the biggest thing I've learned was about the energy savings. I don't think that would have ever crossed my mind about how UV rays in your house can make your energy bills go up. I just think that was so cool, and that can be super helpful to a family, like saving a couple dollars a month, or that can be a huge difference.
You also wrap, I think it's daycares, right? Or so the security film.
It's the security film.
Schools, churches, preschools.
Yes.
And storefronts. We've done, jewelry stores and gun shops. I mean, whatever. The goal is just to keep people out with the film. They're going to get in eventually, but it slows them down so much that they're in trouble before they get the things that they're looking for.
Because it'll block bullets. I mean, not or block, but it's just,
right.
It'll slow it down.
It slows it down.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, a bullet will still go through the glass, but not to the point to where you're in danger if you're on the other side of it. It slows it down tremendously.
Wow.
So
Okay.
nothing's invincible
Yeah.
and even bulletproof. A lot of people think that once they have the film, they're good. And they may be, but there's still going to be damage.
Yeah.
We can't prevent that. It's impossible.
So would you say that most people that come to you, they already know about cars, or they're car people, or not?
The bulk of our clientele comes from word of mouth. So maybe it's one person that is educated on what we do. They go home and brag to their neighbors, oh, I just did this, whatever the situation may be. They come blindly, say, hey, like, I want to be excited about, my new car too. What does this mean? Or, hey, my neighbor just got their house tinted because, they're burning up when they're eating dinner in the summer. I have the same problem. Let's talk.
Okay.
Same type of thing, but word of mouth for sure.
Yeah. What was your favorite part about the marketing machine?
Honestly, the use of AI, I think obviously that was a big thing with all of the projects. So I'm at the weird age to where I like grew up on the come up, but I'm also older than I realize, and I'm not as in tuned with technology as I should be. So
Are you against AI?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I use ChatGPT all the time.
Good. Okay.
Yeah. It's to the point now to where I use that more than Google.
Yeah.
But you do have to be careful because, I mean, even the stuff that like I do for work, I'll fact check it to see, if it actually knows what it's talking about. And a lot of times it is wrong. So you have to factor that in when you are doing
Getting a lot
research.
better though.
It is better. It does get
we
better.
still fact checked everything, but yes,
Yeah.
it's getting a lot better
For sure.
So. Well, let's talk about AI, Sarah Grace. What was your feeling about AI before you started on this project?
My feeling about AI was, honestly, I was not really into it as much, especially coming from a high school perspective where a lot of students use it like to do their work for them. And I think that was my mindset, is like, it's lazy. But in reality, I think that it's really a useful tool. Like, I don't think I could have done this project without like some of the ideas that it gave me. Like they were brilliant ideas.
Yeah.
And I would have never thought of that.
Yeah.
And I just think that it was a really useful tool to use whenever doing this project.
So what we teach is, we start, you'll start using some prompts, and as you work with, and we start with basically what Zach has told you about the business and what you've learned and what the website has told you, right? And so you can put all of that into an AI tool, and then you can have an idea, right? And then tell me what you think about this idea, or help me, give me 3 more ideas that are similar or even better, right? So you can have this conversation.
Right.
And so that's really what it does to a project,
Or even
right?
if it's not the idea that I go with, it sparks another idea in my
Yes.
brain, which is like,
Yes.
that's the best feeling.
Yeah.
Is when you come up with it yourself with a little bit of help. So
Yeah, that's what I've been saying this a lot is, when I have an idea and I want to talk to a human about it, like I want to keep going, right?
Yeah.
Like
Right.
and my husband may be like, can we stop talking about this? Whereas AI is never going to do that.
yeah,
It could-
it'll never cut you off.
won't cut me off. It'll just, not that stuff that cuts me off. That's not what I'm saying. But it's this, well, what do you think about this? What do you
Right.
think about this?
Bouncing ideas.
And
off
then you
each
can
other.
say, challenge me or give me another perspective.
And
Or
it
what am I
never
not
stops.
thinking of? Right? It
It
just doesn't
never
stop. And so, but that's I find I do have to walk away because I'm like, okay, I need a break. But it is this constant brainstorming partner. And then you get to say, I like this idea, or let me bring in this, or, what have you. So, well, good. I'm glad you learned some stuff.
I did lots of stuff.
So she's going to be working on a custom GPT for you next. Have you used a GPT yet? Do you know? So basically it's a tool. It'll be through ChatGPT if that's what you already use. But the marketing machine, that once you've approved it and y'all have agreed, have y'all done that yet? It doesn't matter. So once you have this, you agree with the messaging in there, right? Then she will build it to where it's at the foundation. And so instead of you having to go constantly and say, Tintology does this, or here, it basically has a solid foundation that then you can interact with. And if you want a social media post, or if you have an idea, then at least it has that as a foundational tool that you'll be able to use. And she will get to learn how to build a GPT, which sounds complicated, but it's really not complicated. So, is there any other good work you feel like you do through the business that we haven't covered?
That's tough. I mean, we try to be active in the community as much as we can. typically it's car related,
Sure.
which I was traveling this holiday season a lot, so I wasn't able to be as involved as I wanted to be. But throughout the spring and stuff, I mean, you can find us at just about any, local show or cruise in. We may not have a booth set up, but we're going to be there walking around, with the shirt on. So we use it as a giant networking tool, we find like-minded folks and even people that aren't, up to speed on the industry. Typically people end up liking it quite a bit. So it's kind of a hard to hate thing.
Yeah.
Other than the investment, which
Sure.
that's anything in life.
But you're protecting something even
Right.
more, right?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I told you guys, I think on our first phone call, it blows my mind that people buy an iPhone, for $1,500 or whatever it may be, and it'll sit in the box until they buy a case and a screen protector. But, that same husband and wife will go buy a new Escalade and just aimlessly drive it, not caring about, off the lot, not even caring about or even thinking about the surface of their vehicle. So we have to educate folks,
So talk about that a minute. So what are you adding? So for people that don't know, what are you adding? What are you protecting?
So the paint protection film it works much like a screen protector for your phone. We can do as little or as much on your vehicle as, the budget may entail. Obviously we know front bumpers get beat up on every single car, because that's the nose of the car. So we'll do, front bumpers, fenders, hood, mirror caps, headlights, the full front, basically. But then you get the obsessive folks like myself that want, the doors and then the rocker panels and so on and so forth. But, I mean, people will come in sometimes just wanting to protect the headlights because they know that they turn yellow after X amount of time.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that.
Buy a new car, cover the headlights, they stay clear for the entirety of the car's life. So, and then the window film, just blocking heat. A lot of people think you need shade or darkness to block the heat, and that's not what does it. It's the chemical makeup of the film. So we have clear films that block the same amount of heat as our darkest film.
Okay.
Which that's where it crosses over into homes. Same thing, like the family that's burning up at dinner in the summer, they don't want to, make their kitchen feel like a cave. And a lot of people are scared to make the phone call to us because they don't want, dark film on their house. We can put a clear film up that does the work for you, but doesn't modify, the cosmetic of the home.
So you just got back from Tokyo. Did you do any car related stuff in Tokyo?
Not a ton.
Okay.
Not a ton. I mean, I did a lot of looking
Sure.
and stuff, a lot of photo taking, but not as much as I would have liked.
Yeah.
But we didn't go for that,
Sure.
I spent the most of my time in an Uber. If I go back, I'll be renting a car and driving around in the mountains and stuff like that. So
That's amazing.
do it a little bit differently.
Yeah.
So
Sarah Grace, what is next for you?
I'm going to ETSU in the fall. I am in the running for the Roan Scholarship at ETSU, and I go at the end of January for an interview. So I know, I'm super excited. But
Well, good luck.
yes,
You
thank
know,
you.
I'm here if you need anything, reference or anything like that.
Yes, ma'am.
You did a phenomenal job. I saw you present. You actually used Good Circle like in an AI presentation.
Oh, I
Do you
did.
remember that?
Yes, I
Was that
did.
Christmas? When was that?
It was last spring. It was
Last
right
spring?
before I went to Deca State.
Okay. And so I know you're going to be a joy to work with, and you have, and my daughter loves you, and you're just, like I said, I think everyone who knows you loves you.
Good.
But you did a great job. Just,
Thank you.
And I can't wait to see everything you do. And Zach, it was so nice to meet you.
nice to meet you.
Good luck.
Thank
There's a partner business in Florida, or
There is.
okay, and
Yeah,
so
yeah.
y'all can learn from each other, right?
For sure.
Like, and that's super neat
For
to
sure.
to be a startup here, but also be able to
Definitely.
ask questions or what's working for you. So,
Definitely.
but I'm excited to see everything you do, and
Thank you.
it's been really interesting to learn. I mean, if I buy a new car tomorrow, I'm definitely at least thinking about it, right?
For sure.
Whereas I wouldn't have known. I would have thought that's for car people.
My mom wrote it off. I mean, I've been in the industry for almost 11 years now. My mom's written it off forever. She got a new car this week and she didn't want to drive it home. She's like, can you?
You've told her something.
Yeah, she's paranoid about this new car.
Liked it.
Yeah.
And it's not even a brand new car. It's just a new to her car. So even more so. But she's calling me, hey, can we tow this car from the dealership to your shop? Like, I'll get a rental for a couple weeks, even if you're booked. Like, it's just funny to see people's perspective change once
easily.
once they're educated on it. So
Well, hopefully that marketing machine will help you tell more
Yes.
people.
Yeah.
Yep. You look more like your mom. So. All right. Well, thanks for joining us. Great job again. And thank you for applying to be a good project.
absolutely, thank you for having us.